Hey everybody, I'm Mrs. Scott and I'm so glad you found this class. Today we're going to be talking about mimicry. Mimicry is when one kind of animal looks like another kind of animal to help it survive. For example, if you are a caterpillar that looks a little bit like a snake, you're going to be less likely to get eaten by a bird. And there's several real examples of these. Maybe your color is similar to a snake that lives in your area. Maybe you have some spots along your body that look similar to the eye spots of a snake. If you're laying on a branch and a bird is flying overhead, if the bird thinks you even might be a snake, it's going to be a lot less likely to come eat you. And that's the very definition of mimicry, is looking like something else to help you survive. So, this happens all the time. There's a lot of moths and butterflies that have beautiful spots that resemble an owl's eyes, for example. But today we're going to be doing a special kind of mimicry. If one animal looks like another animal and that animal is venomous, then that's Batesian mimicry. So our example of Batesian mimicry today is going to be about snakes. So this is a model or a rubber king snake. And it's called a scarlet king snake. The scarlet king snake is not venomous. It looks very similar to a venomous snake though. It looks very similar to a coral snake that is venomous. So this is Batesian mimicry. One's not venomous, one is. And in real life, they look even more similar than my models do here. These white bands that are painted so bright are not always this bright, and sometimes it's a little trickier to tell the difference. So people who live in areas where these two snakes actually both live there, where they cross paths and their populations overlap, the people need to know the difference between these two because one's safe and one's not. So there's some tricks to help you remember this. If the red is touching yellow, we say red to yellow, kill a fellow. Red to yellow is dangerous. Those are the venomous coral snakes. Now, if the red is touching black, we say red to black, venom lack. That means it's lacking venom. This is the king snake, and this one's safe. So this is Batesian mimicry because one of them is venomous and one of them is not. So today we're going to actually be creating our own snake from clay, Play-Doh, homemade dough, whatever you guys want to do. And your colors do not have to be exactly the same as mine. Mine are going to look like the snakes that we're talking about today, but yours don't have to. So a couple tools to get you started. Mostly we're going to use our hands, but if you could grab some string or thread, it would help you out. Not required, but it's helpful. And then any kind of stick or maybe a paper clip that you've opened up that's pointy, or even a stick you find outside would be helpful for making the eyes, right? So let me show you what I'm doing here. This is what I've already started a little bit just to get it ready for you. I'm just making some little balls of clay to start the color pattern for the snake that we're about to create here. And again, if your pattern does not match mine, do not worry about that. That is okay. So once you have your balls arranged here, we're going to kind of smush them together. And it is easier to work with smaller balls to have less. The bigger the balls are, the longer and bigger your snake's going to be, and it might be a little bit hard to keep it together. If you find your balls are too big, you can just pinch off the extra like I'm doing. Some of them might not be exactly the same size as the others, and of course that is perfectly okay. So once you kind of have everybody smushed together, we're gonna start trying to roll this out, but we're smushing them together because Play-Doh does tend to separate as we roll it. It tends to come apart in their original pieces. So this is where also having smaller pieces, smaller parts is gonna make this easier, because if your hands aren't as big as mine, then it might be harder to roll it out, but it would also be really cool to see how long you can make it. So don't worry if it falls apart, just smush it back together if it does, okay? And then it starts looking really cool, as you can see. So we're gonna go a little bit further, a little bit longer. The snake just keeps getting longer, and you can move your hands back and forth from one side to the other. And once you're really happy with the way it looks, like I think this looks pretty cool. I think we're good here. Then you can go ahead and start making a face. So I'm going to choose this side for my face, and I'm going to use my string to cut the mouth. Now I like to just wrap this around my fingers, not too tight, we don't want to hurt you, but pull it through the clay to cut open where you want it. So I'm going to put it right here, pull it back, and then straight back out the way it came. And you can see it's created a mouth opening here. So now that we have a mouth, we should make a tongue for the mouth, right? So I grab just a little bit of this red, roll it, roll it, roll it. And I think that's even a little bit too long, so that's why I say you can always pinch some off and then stick your tongue in that mouth. And then the last thing I'm going to do to make the snake look awesome is use any kind of stick, like I said, and go ahead and make some eyes. All right, so this would be especially cool to save it forever if you make it out of air dry clay, but if you don't, that is okay too. But you can go ahead and kind of pose your snake how you want it, right? You can slither it back and forth, or you could coil it up. Maybe it's sleeping, coiled up. As I say, if you make it long, oh my goodness, this would be so cool to make a big, long, coiled up snake, but that would take a lot of work. You might have to make a couple and put them together. It will look so cool. All right, you guys, I hope you had fun making your snake mimic. Remember, when one animal looks like another kind of animal, it's just mimicry. But if one of those animals is venomous, then it's Batesian mimicry. All right, you guys, I hope you had fun, and check out my other clay classes. They're so much fun. Take care.